Big shock inside USCIS. Processing times just flipped overnight. What once dragged on for years is now being decided in just months, or even weeks. At first glance, this sounds like progress. But don't celebrate too soon. Faster is not always safer. What looks like efficiency may actually be a legal trap that puts thousands of immigrants at risk. This is Immiscope, your trusted source for U.S. immigration news, policy changes, and visa updates. Something big is happening inside USCIS. The old complaints of endless delays are being replaced with a new reality: unpredictable speed. For some, this means green cards and interviews arriving far quicker than expected. For others, it means denials, deportation risks, and wasted money. So why is USCIS suddenly moving so fast? And what does it mean for asylum seekers, adjustment applicants, and green card holders? Let's break it down. Faster asylum interviews, opportunity or trap? For asylum seekers, the change is dramatic. Interviews that once took years are now scheduled in as little as 6 months. On the surface, this feels like good news. No more years of limbo. No more endless waiting. But there's a catch. This speed is intentional. The administration's goal is not efficiency, it's denial. Quick decisions allow USCIS to reject more claims and push applicants into removal faster. Here's what this shift really means. Interviews in months, not years, cutting waiting times dramatically. Less time to prepare, applicants may not have enough evidence or legal support. Denials move faster, rejected cases are referred to court almost immediately. A greater deportation risk, expedited removal becomes more likely. Instead of years of stability with work permits, asylum applicants could now find themselves in deportation court within their very first year in the U.S. The one-year deadline trap. Here's where timing becomes dangerous. By law, asylum must be filed within 1 year of entering the U.S. If you apply 6 months after arrival, your interview might happen just 5 months later. A denial then leaves you at the edge of that 1-year deadline. Once referred to court, if DHS attorneys move to dismiss, you lose protection. That exposes you to ICE and expedited removal with little chance to fight back. What used to give asylum seekers years to gather evidence has now turned into a legal trapdoor. Expedited removal, the fast-track weapon. Expedited removal is not new, but under Trump, its reach has expanded dramatically. ICE can now remove someone who has been in the U.S. for up to 2 years, without a full hearing before a judge. Faster asylum denials feed directly into this process. Denials become referrals. Referrals become dismissals. And dismissals open the door to rapid deportations. The government sees this as the quickest way to raise deportation numbers. No long trials. No appeals dragging on. Just swift removals. The work permit crisis. For asylum seekers, work authorization is another hidden trap. Normally, you qualify after 180 days with a pending case. But if your case is denied before that period, you never qualify. And some applicants are now seeing denials in under 5 months. That means no work permit, no legal way to support yourself, and a greater risk of being placed in removal proceedings. History gives a warning. During Trump's last term, the waiting period for work permits was raised to 1 full year. Early signals suggest that rule could return. Adjustment of status, faster, but riskier. It's not just asylum. Adjustment of status cases, the pathway to green cards, are also moving at record speed. Some applicants who filed in June have already received interview notices for August. That kind of speed was unheard of just a year ago. At first glance, this looks like a blessing. A green card in months instead of years. But the motivation is the same: more interviews, more denials, more control. The quicker USCIS can bring applicants in, the quicker they can deny, refer to court, or build records that could be used later. Should you fear interviews? For now, most adjustment applicants are not being arrested at interviews. Immigration attorneys confirm ICE officers are not sitting in waiting rooms. That means if you don't have a deportation order or a criminal record, the interview itself is not usually dangerous. But the risk of denial is very real. And denials can spark the same chain of referrals and potential removals that asylum seekers face. Another overlooked issue is wasted money. Many applicants pay $260 for a work permit application. But if your green card is approved in 2 months, that work permit becomes useless. The money is simply gone. What's being sacrificed for speed? So how is USCIS suddenly working faster? The answer is simple: resource shifts. The agency does not have unlimited staff. If asylum and adjustment are moving faster, something else must be slowing down. The likely victim: naturalization. Citizenship applications are already showing signs of delay. Officers are being reassigned, leaving green card holders stuck in backlog. This means delays in voting rights, full protection, and long-term security. Don't trust online timelines. One of the biggest mistakes immigrants make right now is relying on the USCIS case status portal. Those estimates are not reliable. You may see a prediction of 4 weeks, only for it to jump to 6 months the next day. Attorneys across the country are warning clients, expect the unexpected. Some cases will move lightning fast, others will freeze for months. Background checks and delayed screenings. Another hidden danger is background checks. Faster interviews don't always mean the security screenings are complete. In some cases, people are being interviewed before fingerprint checks or security clearances finish. This creates chaos later. Some cases are approved, then reopened months later. Others are placed on hold when new information surfaces. For applicants, this means approvals can feel temporary, and denials can appear even after a successful interview. What this means for you? Let's break it down clearly. Asylum applicants, faster interviews mean faster denials and greater risk of expedited removal. Don't assume speed is good news. Adjustment applicants, be prepared for early interviews, but also for wasted work permit fees if your case moves too quickly. Citizenship applicants, expect delays. Naturalization cases may suffer as resources shift to other categories. The bottom line, speed is not always safety. The bigger picture. The Trump administration is using speed as a weapon. Faster timelines are designed to deny quicker, deport faster, and raise enforcement numbers. Yes, some immigrants will benefit. Green card applicants with clean cases may see approvals faster than ever. But the broader system is becoming a trap. A system that removes protections, limits opportunities, and exposes vulnerable people to deportation. If you are applying right now, stay alert. Don't trust online estimates. Understand that speed can cut both ways. Most importantly, seek legal guidance before making assumptions about timelines. What looks like progress may actually hide serious risks. That's all for today's update. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for future updates. Thanks for watching Immiscope. See you in the next video.